All-Ireland Gaels seeing off Cushendall in a real battle of a game. This was 117 to All-Ireland Gaels, 116 to Cushendall. This game could have gone either way, but once again, All-Ireland Gaels found a way to win, and they are into the All-Ireland final where they will play against St. Thomas's.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And like, I think, well, all the headlines go to how good a game the Thomas's Ballygunner game is, but like, make no mistake, this game was so good. Like, it was just, this was a really, really good game. There was the amount of chances, like the amount of drama as well, in particular. Like, I think in the first half, I could count maybe 7 goal chances. It was a really, really good game. Cushendall will be, look, they'll be disappointed too, in the sense that, like, with the way it's worked out as well, they won't have had a better chance of an All-Ireland. They were genuinely had a great chance. And bar, look, that Neil McManus shot goes over, like, with the last puck of the game, essentially. Then look, they bring that to extra time, and who knows what happens. But like, yeah, look, I think it was just All-Ireland Gaels. They just seem to have it that, like, they're coming out on the right side of these wins, like, as well. They got an almighty scare against Na Fianna in the Leinster final. They could have easily been caught there. Like, and they just come up to the goods in the last few minutes, and then look, the exact same things after happening here as well, that in the key minutes that they've they stepped up at the right time. And like, just a special shout out to, like, in that back line, everybody immediately talks about Mikey Butler, Hugh Lawler, and Paddy Deegan, but like, this lad David Fogarty at 5 as well has been hitting points all year as well. And look, in extra time as well, he in the additional time at the end, he's the one who hit the winner, and look, he would have hit the one that sealed it as well, bar the goalie kind of saving at a certain point as well. So he hit 2 points. I thought he was just really, really good, and hits, like, constantly hitting scores there too. And I think on the day, some of their lesser kind of noticed players really did step up as well. That himself and Jordan Malloy and the other wing are it's just a really, really solid half back line. It's a really solid defense. It's as good a club defense as I've seen going, really. And like, Cushendall really, really put it up to them as well. So it's some really classy forwards. But look, between that, Hugh Lawler, fullback, they just really, really stood up. And yeah, look, and like, I think at the end of the day, they probably were value for the slight win in the end, but like, they just had that bit more of a know-how. And yeah, I think, look, Cushendall will be good. They had missed a few goal chances, but then at the same time, look, All-Ireland Gaels could have had 3 or 4. There was some great last-ditch pull-downs by Cushendall in the first half to stop goals too. So yeah, look, I think on balance of play, maybe just about edged it, but like, what a game that was, like.
No, yeah, it was an awesome game. Like, the contest between the two teams was absolutely insane. And like, I nudged it slightly towards All-Ireland Gaels because I put it this way. I said, like, look, they're always defensively solid. Paddy Deegan, Hugh Lawler, Mikey Butler, and then of course the likes of David Fogarty. They are solid back there. And the reality is they keep a team score level relatively low, and then Mark Bergen really leads the charge the other way. This game, he scored 9 points again, 5 of them from frees. His frees are crucial because he just keeps them ticking along, keeps the scoreboard moving, and next thing you know, All-Ireland Gaels are into the lead coming into the final stretch, and that's as they have been in pretty much every game in the championship so far. This game, again, as I said, 9 points from him. That was crucial. Sean Bolger hit 1-1. Like, going into this final, you'd imagine Mark Bergen, he's probably going to get the Shane Cooney or Fintan Burke treatment.
Yeah, I think so. Look, I think that's my thing with All-Ireland, is that, look, everybody knows this, is that they don't have the unbelievable forward. That, like, everybody does chip in, and like, a particular shout out to Conor Heary as well, who I think has a great chance of starting for Kilkenny next year. I think he's a really, really good player. Maybe could say he's not naturally a forward though, but he's been chipping in. He chipped in with 2 scores the weekend as well. It's just in the full forward line, I'm just not sure if the scores are there. Like, they had played Luke Hogan in there, who had a really, really good game, really effective player, but he's not a scorer. He isn't a scorer. And like, Owen Wall has that bit of speed about him, but he's not a heavy scorer again as well. Didn't really contribute the scoreline at the weekend, even though he's very, very dangerous. But like, that's the thing. I think Thomas would be looking at it and saying, yeah, look, Mark Bergen's probably going to finish up in about 10 points. He's going to hit probably about 7 or 8 frees, and he'll add 1 or 2 from play as well. But look, they'll be looking around it and saying, look, if we just kind of if we nullify him as much as we can in the game, and we keep the scores down, like they're probably looking at thinking, yeah, we're going to get Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney's going to score. Aina Burke's going to score. Like Flannery and Mansell are going to score, and that they're probably thinking that way as well. That they think that maybe if we can kind of slow down the influence of Bergen, that yeah, we're coming up against the best defense that you're going to play in club hurling, but can we still get a few more scores than what they can get? And yeah, that's going to be that's going to be what decides on the day. Is that I think somebody from All-Ireland Gaels is going to have to step up outside of Mark Bergen and have a really, really great game and just take it by the scruff of the neck and put up a big tally. Otherwise, I think I might be leaning towards Thomas's by 1 or 2. If just based on that, like I know that the last day as well that we seen in Croke Park on the Nafina game, Paddy Deegan came up and hit 5 from play. I think they're going to need something like that again, where maybe they need David Fogarty to hit 3, they need Jordan Malloy to hit 2, or they need Conor Heary to have a 3-point game as well. That I think they just need something like that they need someone to have an exceptional performance, because like I'm just a little bit worried about where their scores are going to come from as well. They're going to keep the scoreline down. They seem to be conceding the same amount every single time. But I think Thomas's might have slightly better forwards than Cushendall did. So that's probably why I'd be maybe leaning toward a point or 2, but I wouldn't be confident at all with that prediction.
Yeah, no, like it's very, very finely balanced, because I would agree with you. I think Thomas's have the better forwards. I think they've more scoring threats, but then I also think that All-Ireland Gaels have the better defence.
Yeah,
I think they're going to mark players like Hugh Lawler will go on to, and whoever Hugh Lawler goes on to, if he goes on to Aina Burke.
And Aina Burke, and he'll probably take Aina Burke out of it, really. Yeah.
Paddy Deegan will probably go on Conor Cooney. And
yeah, good matchups. It's really, really good matchups for them.
Good matchups, and then you're talking Oisin Flannery, as you said, has operated well. Well, how well will he operate when Mikey Butler's on him? Like, and it's difficult to firmly say who's going to win, because then obviously you look at the other end. Mark Bergen's going to get Fintan Burke on him, or then Shane Cooney will probably pick up Conor Heary, and it's things like that where you're kind of like, okay, the matchups are so good. So I don't think it will necessarily be a final that will shoot the lights out, but I think it will be an arm wrestle of a game.
Yeah,
and both sides will be quite nervy, very, very cautious to make any mistakes. But I still think it will be a gripping contest. I don't think it will be a one-sided game in any way, shape, or form. But I think both sides would be so nervous about letting this opportunity pass them by that the opening 10 minutes, I think, will just be pandemonium. I think there'll be a lot of mistakes. It's just who can manage this better, who can manage the occasions better. And you're thinking about it like, does this play into it at all? Like, Galway's last good day in Croke Park was the All-Ireland semi-final against Clare in 2019, probably.
Yeah, no, look, there's definitely
2018, like a good day in Croke Park. Like, I know they beat Wexford in the Leinster Championship, but like they lost consistently in the Leinster finals to Kilkenny over the last few years. 3 Leinster finals in a row they've lost to them. Then you talk about, they lost to Limerick in the All-Ireland final. They lost to Limerick in the All-Ireland semi-final last year quite comfortably. Whereas Kilkenny, they won the Leinster titles. They won the All-Ireland semi-finals against Clare. I know they didn't beat Limerick, but nobody else did. Like, is it something that maybe that might help? Is that mad to say?
I don't think it's mad at all. I think you look at it like, well, you look at the key performance for All-Ireland Gaels. They've been there, they've done it, they're proven on the highest level as well. Like the 3 fellas at the back in particular as well, you know what you're getting with them as well. Like Mark Bergen's record is proven too. So there is definitely that sort of factor in it too. I do think, there is All-Ireland winners in that Thomas's side though too as well. That like David Burke being back is huge, like is absolutely huge, and just his kind of
straight away they have the advantage in midfield.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's no doubt that, like, yeah, I like Nolan in midfield for All-Ireland Gaels, and Cian Loy's in there as well. But it's a lightweight enough midfield, I would say. I think that they are kind of light in there too, and like I think you're looking at a situation will be Finnerty there beside David Burke, and then you've Evan Duggan coming on after about 45 minutes. I think Thomas's for sure have the strength in there as well. Look, I think there will be an arm wrestle factor to it as well. I think Thomas's will be hunting in packs. I really think we're heading towards like a 16-15 or a 15-14 type final. I think that's what we're going towards here. A goal could be absolutely crucial. And yeah, no, I think that's where we're going. I think, look, there is definitely merit in saying that, look, recently a few of the Auckland Gaels players have done it on the big day and they've got over the line. But I will say, look, the likes of Fintan Burke, Shane Cooney, David Burke, Connor Cooney, they all know how to win. They've all been there. They've won things before. And look, they won't be they won't be afraid of that either as well too. So yeah, no, look, it's just it sets it up really, really well. And just no, look, I just can't wait to see that one as well, because like, yeah, I might right now I'm saying a 1 point win for Thomas's, but like tomorrow I could be saying a 1 point win for Auckland Gaels. Like I've no confidence really in that prediction at all.
Yeah, I think when you look at it, what's crazy to me when you look at it is Hugh Lawler, Mikey Butler, Paddy Deegan, yeah, all experienced campaigners with Kilkenny, no All-Ireland medal.
Yeah.
Like, which is mad when you think about it. Kilkenny haven't won the All-Ireland since 2015. We still have it ingrained into our head that they are the best, or that they are right up there as the best. But the reality is, it's been, since Kilkenny won it, it's been Tip, Galway, Limerick, Tip, Limerick. Like, and the reality is they've come close, but they haven't got over the line. And you wonder, does that actually play into it? That, look, when Thomases get here, when they're in the All-Ireland final, look, the time before, they did, like 2 finals ago, they won. And like, does that play into just those tiny, tiny little edges? Because that is what it's going to come down to. That's the level that this is going to get to in terms of being close between these two sides. But anyway, it's genuinely impossible to call a winner. And just before we move on, like, we are going to do a full preview on that final, of course, closer to the actual final itself, because there's the unknowns. What if before then someone gets injured? What if before then, someone's ruled out or whatever? But the reality is that we just don't know these things. So we will do a full preview closer to then, so make sure you check that out then. The reality is as well, Kilkenny are also thriving at other codes. You were mentioning earlier about Thomastown. Them winning their winning their semi-final. You saw that game. They were just unbelievable in that game.
Yeah, so look, they were playing Southampton anyway, the Ulster champions from Donegal anyway, so in the intermediate. And yeah, look, I think that it nearly got to the stage when they kind of stopped adding the score on the scoreboard. It was that much like that. They're just this. I honestly think that this is the strongest team we've ever seen in intermediate, and that, like, this isn't just a one-off that they've won that game by about 40 something points. They destroyed Bray Emmets in the Leinster final. They've walked through every single game in Leinster. I think from the moment that they won the Kilkenny Intermediate Championship, that everybody was kind of saying like that this side are going to be pretty unbelievable. And yeah, look, they're just remarkable, really. And they're going to face Castle Lyons now from Cork in the final. And look, I do fear that, like, in a wide open Croke Park pitch, that we could be heading towards a similar situation where they could win that by about 20 points, that they're just that good. Like, you look at some of the players in the team, like John Donnelly, I think, scored 3-2 at the weekend. Like, his brother Stephen Donnelly has been called up to the Kilkenny panel for this coming year. I think he hit 1-5, and he's been hitting scores all year, that he's been the main man from play for them, that he's been really, really good. And he's definitely a name to watch out for now next year in the National League. I think he could get a decent bit of game time there too. Some other big names like Peter McDonald he's won the underage All-Irelands with him before. John Joe Farrell, obviously previous All-Star winner in the corner for Kilkenny. And then the centre half back, Eddie Donnelly, in there as well. Really, really good player that I expect to see with Kilkenny as well coming up to it. Just to say, like, it's looking like that there's a good chance that, look, obviously the senior final is hard to call, but like at junior level, sure, it could be three Kilkenny All-Ireland hurling winners. And just in a really good place as well. And obviously with Dixper as well, that it would be a unbelievable achievement if if the Camogie All-Ireland winner at senior, and then the three sides at senior, inter and junior were all from Kilkenny.
Yeah, no, it would be one hell of an achievement, and it's definitely within their grasp. Keep an eye out for it, and keep an eye out for our previews of those finals as well. Of course, the All-Ireland Hurling Final, and of course we have the All-Ireland football semi-finals as well to look for. The All-Ireland football semi-finals as well to look forward to. So make sure you check that out. More content coming here on the channel. A lot coming in January as well. Guys, thanks for tuning in to this weekend recap. Until the next one here on Unclear, take care.